Okay, everyone, I want to talk about something because I'm a little confused about a couple things, and I'm going to try to keep this short. I'll probably fail at that, but I'm going to try. All of a sudden, I am up to 574 subscribers, which is bizarre. I literally just went over 500 like a few days ago, and it's all because of this video right here, 1.6K views. I just a day ago made another video about manifesting, Neville Goddard, and it has a whopping 39 views. What's the difference? I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I don't have the word manifesting in the title. I'm not really sure. But I'm starting to wonder if most of the people, I'm going to put in quotes, who are subscribing to my channel are nothing but bots. Because when someone subscribes to your channel, sometimes I get a notification. It says, so-and-so just subscribed to your channel. Well, why don't I get that for everyone? Why is it only certain people that I get a notification that says, oh, they subscribed to my channel? Almost never. And why now? And when I look at my, if I go to my manage videos page, I've got 1,616 views, 109 comments. Some people disliked it, so that's normal. Oh, 68 and 3. Okay, that's fine. But here, 50 views, 7 comments, 6 likes. I'm confused what the difference is. Why are you more interested? Is it because I'm on the pictures I'm on, you can see me, as opposed to this one? I'm told you're supposed to use large garish letters to attract views. I don't care about anything like that. I use this picture here because I liked it. I like the way it looks right there. That's all. I chose from a Google image. Anyway, my channel is mostly about Dungeons and Dragons, the Wyvern card game, and the L5R card game. I also have other kinds of videos on here too. If you go to my playlist, you'll see different things that I do. Okay, I've written 2 Dungeons and Dragons novels, narrated them both on my channel. I've written 2 short stories right here, narrated them on my channel. And you're more than welcome to listen to them. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this video. Well, this video first. I hope you'll go listen to this one here. And then I hope you will listen to this video. Well, no, let me bring it up here. This video. The hidden, let me slide it all the way over. The hidden code for transforming dreams into reality. This is the most incredible TED Talk I've ever listened to. I talk about it in the other video, so I won't do it here. But for all of you who are saying things in comments, and I'm not mad at any of you, if for the people who say I'm doing it wrong, or this is what you need to do, you have to do this, you have to do this, it won't work unless you do this. I'm getting a lot of those comments. Please, I'm asking you, watch this video. Okay? This is Mary Morrissey. She did none of what you are saying I need to do. When you say I did it wrong and that's why it didn't work, then how do you explain this woman? I'm not going to get into the details. She did not believe it was going to work. She wasn't convinced it was going to work. She didn't change anything other than she imagined some things each day. That's all she did. She wasn't even sure it would work. She had no clue. But she was willing to try it because she was going to die. Okay? She had 0 chance to live. That's all I'm going to talk about. I talk about it in the other video. This video is 18 minutes long. I hope you will all listen to it. I'm making a second video about this. I hope you will all listen to this video and explain to me since it didn't work for me because I did it wrong, how come it worked for her? Because she didn't do it right either, according to what you're telling me I'm supposed to do. According to your instructions, she didn't follow those things. She did do something different, and it worked, and I should do what she's doing, but it's not the same thing. Like I said, she didn't believe. She wasn't convinced. She didn't persist in her assumption. She did not. She had 0 chance to live. She just tried it because she had nothing to lose, and she lived. There is no way to explain how she lived other than it was a miracle. There is no other explanation unless what she's saying is a lie and she's conned us all. That's the only other option. She's either a con artist or it was an absolute miracle, and I cannot come up with another explanation. If you can come up with another explanation, tell it to me. Okay? I'm not being belligerent here. I'm not angry at all. I don't mind when someone says I'm doing it wrong. Fine, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what to do right, because what you're telling me, I have already heard everything so far that everyone's told me. I've already heard all that, and I've tried all of that. Obviously, it's not working for me, and there's a reason for why it's not working. I have two options. One, there's something I'm not doing right. I'm not internalizing something right. It's something to do with me. Or two, it doesn't actually work. There is a third option. It only works for a tiny few amount of people that most people it just won't work for. And that's why, why most people won't be successful in life. Most people are poor in life. Very, very few achieve success. That's the other option. So I accept whatever the truth is. I only care about truth. Truth is more important than my beliefs. That is my motto of life. Truth is more important than my beliefs. How serious am I about that? If atheism is true, I would want to know that. That's how. If the Jehovah Witnesses are right, I would want to know that. If I am ever convinced by something, I assume it true unless I can prove it false. I don't blindly accept anything. I say that could be true because that's a very compelling argument. I will now consider that. That might be true. I consider myself an agnostic theist. I believe God exists. I don't know that God exists. I believe he does. I believe all gods exist too. That's another belief. Do I know that's true? No. Atheism could be true. I have an atheist friend who says, we've debated many times, there could be a God. I said, so you're an agnostic? He says, I'm an agnostic atheist. I said, okay, and I'm an agnostic theist. There might not be a God. The Bible could be inerrant. It's not, but if I'm wrong, I would want to know that. I don't believe it's inerrant. I've seen evidence that it's not inerrant, so I'm convinced that it's not. I've never been convinced by the truth or falsehood of evolution. Some people say evolution is a scientific fact. Other people say evolution is an absolute lie from the devil. I have never been convinced of either. I have listened to all arguments. I don't claim it to be true, nor do I claim it to be false. I go, I don't know, it might be true. If I had to guess, I'll go with science and say it's true. But I don't know that. I don't know that it's true. It might be. I don't know. I'm not convinced of any of it. And until I am, I consider it a possibility. That's where I am on all things. All things. Anything. I am open-minded. I am as open-minded as I can possibly be because I could be deceived. Therefore, I don't blindly trust anyone or anything, and including myself. And so I question myself. What am I doing wrong? How do I do this? But I literally was practicing Neville Goddard's teaching, which if you watch my other video, this one, I will play the video of what he taught. And I followed that. I followed that teaching. I was doing what he said for about a month, and nothing was changing, and I started to doubt, and I started to question. And I literally said to God and or the universe, call it what you want, can you show me proof that this really works? Because if this isn't going to work, I don't want to waste my time doing this anymore. I've been at this for whatever it was, a month or two. And the very next day, this video pops up in my feed, and I saw the hidden code for transforming dreams into reality. Okay, I'll click on it. And I watched it. And I got chills. I broke down and cried. I said, okay, I now know this works. There is now no doubt in my mind that this works. I now know you've just answered my prayer. I said, here's the proof that I asked for, and you just gave it to me. Jim Carrey asked for a bicycle. The universe gave him a bicycle when he was a child. Go look that story up on YouTube. I asked for proof. Does this really work, what Neville Goddard is teaching? And this came up, and after watching this, I was convinced, and still, it didn't work for me. And I was convinced it was going to work. Convinced, 100%, there was no doubt in my mind. I knew it was going to work, and it still didn't work. Imagine how devastated I was when it still didn't work. How could it not work? I knew it was going to work, and it didn't work. And so when people tell me, oh, you're doing it wrong. Oh, you have to do this. You have to do that. Okay, you don't understand what I've gone through. I understand why you're saying what you're saying. I'm not mad at you. But until you've walked in someone's shoes, you don't fully understand. I literally asked God and or the universe, show me proof that this works because I don't want to waste my time. And this came up in my feed. And this convinced me that it was true. If you can watch this video and explain to me why it worked for her when she did not do the things that some of you are telling me you have to do this, it will not work unless you do this. She didn't do it. How did it work? She just watch. I would love to have a discussion. I would love to do a live stream and we watch this together and we all talk about it while we're listening. If I can set that up, I'll do it. But I don't know how to do that. If somebody knows how to do that, hey. This is mind-blowing. The first half is a little boring. I'll tell you right now. I talked about this in the other video. I'm already going way longer than I wanted to. Hope you watch it. Hope you understand the point I'm trying to make. I am not here to tell people what is true. I am here to find truth and share what I find with anyone who will listen. I'm not here to preach. I'm not trying to make money on YouTube. I would love to make money on YouTube, but that's not why I'm doing this. I don't get paid a dime. You got to get 1,000 subscribers to even qualify to get your channel monetized. And I don't know how to do that. And I don't know why all these people are subscribing to my channel. I don't know what I did that makes you want to subscribe. I'm not mad. Keep subscribing. But if it's just bots, that wouldn't surprise me. If YouTube is having bots subscribe to people's channel to encourage them, to get them all excited, to make them make more videos. Oh, people are and that's how they get people to make them. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not claiming anything for absolute. I don't claim anything unless I know that's true for certain. Then I'll claim it. That's why I'd like this to work so then I can say, hey, this works and here's how it works. I know because it worked for me. I would love to make that video. I'd love to make that video. All right, I've rambled enough. Talk to you all later. Hope you watch this. Hope we can chat about it. Bye-bye.